I'm going to be the first therapist to tell you exactly what to do. Hello, welcome. I don't know what that last interlude was. I thought I was online. Bryson, was I online for that? I was saying hello, hello, hello.
You were. I was trying to surprise you with a new title card.
I love the title. Well, let's do the title. I would love. Thank you for the surprise. First of all, I'm trying to be more positive this week. We kicked off another week of wonderful tea. I'm still reeling from our amazing follower drive, which was a great start. Obviously, we had a lot of very good testimonials. I think the next drive we'll do, we're going to turn to you guys. We're going to get you guys to call up, and then we're going to have you hitting the phones, getting people to follow, bring the follow-up that way. Last week's show was a great haul, great hustle. Thank you, guys. We got the followers up for sure. Okay, and we had a lot of people supporting. Thank you. Obviously, Forrest out there running the 10K with this girl. I mean, a lot of help. So we'll do another follower drive. We'll do it kind of co-op style. Everybody, all hands on deck. Grassroots hitting the phones. Whoever calls in for the next follower drive, we're not going to do testimonials. We're going to have you guys call me, and together, me and you will call one or two people that you know and get them to follow that way. Okay, Bryson, are we ready to see that intro again? But that intro, like, I didn't even get to see it because it's like it tells me, like, you're going live, so I'm prepared to go live, and then it was that thing. I was like, what do they see? I didn't get to enjoy the surprise of that intro, but I do appreciate that Bryson tried to do a nice thing, if you understand me. Like, I didn't enjoy it because I didn't get to, like, experience it because I was confused. But I do like that he did a nice thing. Now, look at this green sweatshirt. Is it bringing out the green in my eyes or what? You guys know I have beautiful eyes. It's very low-key. But look at that. Grassroots, baby. Thank you, Stephen. Okay, Bryson, without further ado, let's do... I would love this title card. Okay, introducing your host of Dykevice, greatest host of all time, Robby Hoffman. Let's see it. I'm going to be the first therapist to tell you exactly what to do. I love that. By the way, it's $1 million idea. If you guys had more Kesef, we'd be millionaires by now because it's a great idea. A therapist who tells you exactly what to do. I don't know why they're not doing this. Thank you. I know, but thank you about my eyes. You know what? I got to do something with my eyes more because I don't realize. I got to post eye thirst traps, like a picture like this. I'll post them on the dating profile or something just like this. This would be my picture on a dating profile. I'd be like, and then I would do no glasses. Wow, I think we have myself. I think. Guys, off the top, we're going to hit the phones. We're keeping it basic this week. Call 802-827-4286. Okay, get in the queue now and wait in the queue. I don't want to hear that people in the queue are popping off because they were waiting long. You know I take long on these calls sometimes because I'm here to give the world's greatest advice. Period. So I'm not just trying to get it through. You know, Gethard show, he'd be like, okay, that's it for the caller, not for me. I'll know when it's over when it's over. So get in the queue and just watch the show until you're up. Support the other people who call in. Would it kill you? Support the show, planetscum.live. Okay, hit the drop-down Dykevice. Leave anything but whole dollars. Okay, Gethard is still adding them up. $1.5 million. The dude can't get an assistant. Okay, I bet you the first thing he's going to do with his son is teach him how to add up these things. So until that happens, the son is still probably a year, 2 years out to be able to add up the amounts. No whole dollars. Support the show at planetscum.live. Make Dykevice the most profitable show on this network. We're here to prove something. We're here to overthrow Gethard. We're here to make planetrobby.live a reality. We're building something. During the week, when I am not on the air, you can always leave me a voicemail. We have a bunch of voicemails to get to tonight. Take advantage of the Dyke line. Hotline, anytime you want. Robby is there for you. 702-706 Dyke. Leave me a message. We will get to it as soon as we can, as we always do. Okay, you know what? I have presents tonight. I have presents. First, let's take a call. We'll take a voicemail, and then I need Dot. Is Dot here tonight? Because I need Dot. So if you guys are friends with Dot, okay, Planet Robby Forever, there's Dot. Right? I have to look for Dot myself. You see me looking through the comments saying, is Dot here? But you know Bryson's able to sift through the comments. Well, I'm not. I have to look here. Okay, somebody's saying her phone is almost dead. Dot, change your phone, charge your phone. You got like 10 minutes. Okay, Bryson, I'm not wasting any time off the top. Hit me. Oh, I do want to waste one thing, Bryson. Bryson was so delayed in getting me his merch that his merch is still on delay. We're running on 2 months. There are a few orders of Bryce merch. They're coming. As such, everybody is getting both the pictures, whether you ordered one or both. Everybody's just going to get 2 to make up for Bryson's deficiency in getting me the merch. You'll know with my own merch, the McGill grad photos, they were set out promptly. You got them within like about a month. And that's with the mail the way it is. Thank you, Ovary Actor, for joining us. This is the craziest, dumbest show you'll ever see. That said, it's also the best advice show that ever was. And I don't know if you're seeing a therapist, but most people after watching this have fired their therapist because they get enough with me. We're always learning something new every day, Ovary, I'm telling you. See, you got down, Bryson. I mean, it's like we're trying to help the show. But we will get that merch out to you, and now everybody's getting both. Okay, without further ado, I'm in no mood tonight. If the show goes well, I don't want to tease you, but if the show goes well and you guys call and we get the voicemail and everything, I may reveal my cat. We may reveal Jocelyn. Jocelyn Joyce may join us for a quick hello. She's been acting up. She's in the other room. But if the show goes well and you guys want to see her, we will bring Jocelyn Joyce out. Okay, how's that? How's that for a low-key show? I told you I have presents tonight and I'm not fucking around. We need Dot. We're going to take this call. We're going to take a voicemail. We're going to go to Dot. We're going to do it. Bryson, hit me with a call.
All right, we've got Aaron from New York on the line.
Aaron, how are you?
Hello. Hi, I'm doing great. How are you doing, Robby?
I'm well, thank you. I have a libation. It's Thursday evening. It's my wild night, and everything matches.
Yeah.
Green, green, green. By the way, if anybody knows people at Heineken, we could take a Heineken sponsorship. We wouldn't say no. Aaron, do you know anybody at Heineken?
Do I? No, I don't. I'm sorry.
It's a big company. You never know. Aaron, how can I help you?
Okay, I have 2 things that I'm trying to choose. Okay, so I can ask you either for advice about top surgery, like helping out a friend, or I can ask you about getting a cat to like me. And I wanted to leave it up to you to which one you wanted to answer.
Top surgery because the other one is moot point. You have to just find a good cat, and They're very hit or miss. I got a really good cat because I have a good feeling with cats.
This cat came with the room that I'm in, and so I think she's warming up to me. That's all fine.
She will warm up. And over time, every cat will warm up. So, like, the maximum time, I think, is a year, but you could in 3 months be obsessed. I don't know. I'm slow. Like, when I'm thrown on a cat, like my ex had a cat, then it took me a long time, but once I was in the cat, I was, like, obsessed with the cat. Now I'm much quicker with cats. So that's part of it. Hit me with the top surgery.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. So my friend, BFF from when we were tiny little queer kids, is getting top surgery, and I wanted to ask if you had any Dykevice about the recovery period, about like things I can do to,
Where is she having it done?
anything to, make it easier.
Where is she having it done?
Sorry, what did you say?
Where is she having it done? Where is she having the surgery?
It done in New York.
Okay, good. Some people travel. You have to travel
Yeah.
and do that stuff. Okay. My advice is this: the only unexpected thing I have with top surgery, I've talked about it before, is severe itch. Warn her that sometimes the most people have itch and they don't even tell you about it. It's the weirdest thing. Healing is itchy. So as soon as you have a trauma like a surgery to your body is itching, basically, okay? And the band-aid,
I know about that, yes.
compounded with the bandages is very itchy. Get her a scratch stick. I use that. Okay, I did use a scratch stick, and it's so helpful, even if you can get close. Now, obviously, don't damage anything. Don't be scratch sticking away. I probably did more than you should scratch stick, but I was desperate. I was so itchy, and I hate the feeling of being itchy. So nobody tells you about being itchy, and I was itchy for months. I was extremely itchy for months. The surgery is itchy, and I don't know why it's not like a bigger topic, but it's not. It was extremely uncomfortable. Other than that, I felt fine the first few days, so much so that I took like a big call with my rep and my manager and all this stuff. But it's like I shouldn't have done that because it really hits you. Even if you feel fine immediately after surgery or the day after, just rest, watch movies. There's really nothing. I find some people over prepare. I was watching a bunch of videos. Some people were like, get this, get that. You need all this stuff. You don't need anything. They give you everything you need. The hospital will give her everything she needs. The doctor will give her aftercare. I'm using she because I figured she's like me, but if it's they, then
Yeah, it's he, him.
Oh, he, him. Okay. So the doctor, the surgeon will give everything in like a package. If this is a reputable and a normal surgeon, which I'm sure it is, every surgeon has their own aftercare thing. I had like this silicone cream. Most surgeons will give a silicone cream or something like that. It was expensive. Just buy it. You've come this long. Just don't fuck around. Don't go cheap on any of the like the post stuff. Just do whatever they tell you, whatever bandages. That's that. So you have everything you need. He'll probably have drains. It's gross. It's easy though. There's really nothing. I would say the itch, and the only thing to buy if they don't already have is a neck pillow. Because that thing I ended up really using the plain pillow. I actually ended up using a child size one that I found in the house I was recovering. The child size was just better, much less because it was so small, I didn't have to be as upright, but it still was enough. So maybe a smaller one and a bigger one, but whatever, anyone will work. And I'm also small, so maybe he's bigger than me. I don't know. So that's it. The itch and the pillow and just time and just take it easy. Do not, you see some dudes or some people with top surgery, they're doing exercise right after top surgery. They're like, oh, I can move here.
No.
Why even risk it? Why even risk it? Just shut up for 6 months and do nothing, like they say. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to start with a little bit of stretching. Just keep your arms down. You had an incision there. The body's going to be splitting. Mm-hmm. It's just natural. So just don't force anything. Don't rush anything. It takes time. Just sit there, do nothing. That's it. Watch movies. I don't know. That's it. Take the medication as needed. And that's it. Good luck to your buddy. Itch in the pillow. That's all I can say.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Not at all. Thank you, Aaron. Bryson, will you hit me with a voicemail?
Would you like a co-host for voicemails?
It's Dot?
I mean, yeah, it's Dot.
Yeah.
No, I don't want a co-host for voicemails, but thank you, Dot, because I have something for Dot. We're doing it now, Dot. Wait, who's in the middle there? Dot? You don't think I moved this week? And I was, when you're moving and you're putting things here and you're putting things there and you're finding things?
Yeah.
I have the gift of the century for you. You have to DM or whatever to Bryson or DM me, whatever the address. But look at the book I found. She looks
God.
Dot, it's you.
It's so cute.
Do you see this? Now, the reason I have this book is because I used to work in children's television. Red flag. But anyway, I wrote on a show called Lawn Squad. You don't think I won a daytime Emmy for it? I did, Dot, okay? Now, this show had me, they came in, they wanted me to help them develop this into a kid's show. I don't think they were further enough along in the project. Anyway, she said, will you please take this book home and consider it? So I took the book, and this is years ago now. I kept the book because I thought it was sweet. Should we read the book? What do people think? Should we read the book? Dot, do you want me to read the book?
Oh my god, if you want to,
Hold
I'm
on.
very overwhelmed.
Does she not like with your dress? Remember your dress?
Yes.
Like, it's probably a thrift dress.
Oh, Dot definitely thrifts her dresses.
Oh my God. And like the same hair. And when she grows up, she'll have glasses. You know what I mean? Obviously. Okay, so meet Dot. We're doing story time. This is Dot. Dot knows a lot. You know what? I'll read and then show pictures because that's how I liked it as a kid. I was really, I don't know where to put the camera. Maybe I'll make this full screen. Oh, I can't. Okay, Bryson. Okay. This is Dot. Dot knows a lot. She knows how to tap, to touch. See, she's always on her computer. Like you. Like she's tapping, she's touching.
Dot's online.
To tweet and to tag.
Yes.
Is it not you? Look at her tagging.
She's dead.
Okay. She knows how to surf the internet. To swipe. I can't get over how much, like, this is just you. Okay. To share and to search. Her surfing and searching. Okay.
She has a nice cat. I have a nice cat.
Oh my God. You have a nice cat?
Yeah.
Bring the
You
cat
want me to
around.
get him?
Today's cats. Okay.
I can get him. He's over there.
Yeah, you got to go get her at this point because we're going to reveal my cat maybe at the end. And guess who else has a cat? Jess, our producer extraordinaire. Okay. And oh my God. Hi. Who's that?
This is Don Rickles, the king of insult comedy.
Hi, Don Rickles. Touring with Joan Rivers many years. It's not nothing. They used to spend an hour. Okay, wait, what's this? Dot loves to talk. True. And talk and talk and talk. Look at her talking all kinds. Just gabbing on the phone, as she does. Thick pages, good material. But now Dot's all talked out. Everything is opposite for me, so it's hard. Now Dot's all talked out. Mom says, go outside, Dot. Time to reboot, recharge, restart. Okay,
Wow.
Mom out quite forcefully. To tap, to touch. Oh. Outside, Dot remembers. Don't we all remember outside? That was a good time outside pre-COVID. Dot remembers to tap, to touch, to tweet, and to tag. All outside.
Hi, baby.
Dot forgot. She knows how to surf.
Now she's really surfing.
Really surfing on some type of log.
It seems to be she's surfing on wheat.
Yeah, it's some type of a wheat surf that happens where Dot lives. Okay. to swipe, to search, to share. Dot still loves to talk.
She's social.
She's extremely social. And talk and talk and talk.
Wow. And they're drawing a picture of her cat.
It's unreal. This is Dot. Dot's learned a lot.
Oh.
Are you? Is this unreal?
I am so overwhelmed and filled with joy right now.
I can't even. I was filled with such joy finding a Dot book about actual Dot. Fully Dot.
Wow.
With the dress, it killed me. So this is a book by Randy Zuckerberg. I think it's Mark Zuckerberg's sister.
Let's hope it's a sister.
And it's illustrated by Joe Berger. Either way, it's about Dot, and you should have the rights to it. So I don't know what the legality is, but if they do go through with a show about it,
I'll be executive producing that too.
What?
I'll be executive producing that too, obviously.
Well, beyond. You create, it's your likeliness.
Yeah. A girl named Dot who's on the internet, how could that not be me?
Oh my God, exactly. So I'm going to send you this because you have to have it. I will sign it to you, and I'm so excited. Because, guys, I've said it before, Dot got in early, and this is the trick to a lot of things about life. You get in, you commit, and you go all the way to the top with whatever it is, okay? Dot, thank you for bringing the cat online, too. I adore you. I can't wait for you to get this book.
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Not at all. Okay, enjoy the rest of the show. Bryson, hit me with a voicemail.
All right. Give me a second to switch over to here. Here's our first.
While he's switching over, you're supporting the show on PlanetScum.live. It's like when I worked at a cafe and I would stop working and the boss would go, well, there's always something to do. Now, I hated him, but he wasn't wrong. There's always something to do. You could change this thing. You could do that thing. You guys could be supporting the show at PlanetScum.live. We're laughing. We're crying here. We're doing a lot.
You ready for your voicemail?
I am.
All right. Here's our first voicemail.
Hello, Robby. Yeah, just wanted some advice about what to do with work. I thought, by now I'd finish my spec script and someone would buy it. Or sorry, that's not how it works. I guess I would get an agent. And truth is I'm taking really long to finish my spec script, and I'm going to need a job. So Robby, can you help me with the jobby? Okay, thanks for the advice.
I mean, I don't know how to help her with a jobby right now. I mean, I feel bad that scripts take longer than you anticipate. You can't really rush creativity. Sometimes it's hard to be creative during COVID. I'm not really giving people a hard time about producing a whole lot in COVID. I do this show kind of once a week, and I'm not giving myself a hard time that I'm not doing a million other things that I do pre-COVID when I'm working on a TV show and I'm doing stand-up every night. That's just not what it is right now, and that is fine. Okay, so what I heard from that call, first of all, is just I'm going to give you the advice that I should take myself, which is not to be as hard on yourself as you're being, okay? Sometimes spec scripts take longer, and selling stuff right now is difficult for everybody, okay? But as far as jobs go, I mean, you don't need my help getting a job. I mean, there are still jobs available if you're looking. It sounds like, what kind of job do you want? If you want a job in this industry, you kind of have to just make it yourself now. So you're doing it. You're going to finish your spec, taking it, one day at a time. But as far as other jobs, I mean, you might have to get a temp job or something that's not in your passion right now until things develop with what you're working on passionately. There's always a transition period unless you're like born Gethard rich or whatever is happening. But it's always a transition period from when you're doing a job, that maybe is not something you're passionate about, but it pays the bills and it gets things done, to when you're able to parlay and transition full time to maybe something more creative, or maybe something you're more passionate about. I had a very long time from when I was in accounting and audit and working at KPMG to when I was working in writing. I first started as a writer's assistant. There was like a lot of overlap. So don't be so hard on yourself on the timeline. If you need a job for money's sake, get a job like that now, because that's we kind of have to grab whatever we can right now, and just keep at it, working at it, and then things will happen. I know it's very vague, but it's a vague voicemail, to be honest. But I hope that's helped. Guys, let's hit the calls. Okay, we're keeping it going tonight. I can't get over that dot book. I hope this person finds a job. Bryson, who do we have on the phone?
Yeah, we have Overreactor on the phone.
Keep the phone lines going tonight, or there's no cat. We're going 11111. I want to reveal the cat, and I have more presents possibly. Bryson, hold the call a sec. Possibly, I'm thinking of doing an auction. I am thinking of holding an auction for some of the finds I found in my move. Let's hit the call. And Bryson, remind me to tell them about the auction, which I think we might be doing next week to support the show. Hit us. Who's on the line?
It's Overreactor, who just found Planet Scum yesterday.
Overreactor, welcome to the Scum. How are you?
Hi, thank you. I'm doing all right, hanging in there. This is so exciting. I had no idea that Discord and Twitch were even a thing until yesterday. And so I'm like, what? My world is blown wide open.
Listen, it's a whole other avenue here. It's like the deep, dark web of YouTube. It's like the whole other thing that's happening. We're like off Broadway. You know what I mean? YouTube's Broadway. We're off Broadway. That's what we're doing.
Oh my God. What did you just say? Like who?
We're like off Broadway. If YouTube is like Broadway, we're off Broadway.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Matthew Broderick.
No,
because that actually is why I'm calling you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, because for many years, I've been having a problem with Matthew Broderick, and this is so crazy. And so, yes, it is like off Broadway, and what a great intuition you had on that. Okay. Here's the thing. When I was a junior in high school, I went to New York. Oh, by the way, I can ask, this is like ask advice, right? Am I doing this right?
You're doing everything right. Just do it. There's no wrong.
Okay, good.
Wrong.
Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, so I went to New York with my family, blah, blah, blah. And we were in this restaurant eating lunch, whatever. And the people on the other side of the table were like, ooh, that's Matthew Broderick. He was in Ferris Bueller's Day Out. I didn't even know who Matthew Broderick was, but I did hear of the movie, so I figured he was famous. And I had this brilliant plan to pretend to take a picture of the people across the table from me, but really get Matthew Broderick in the background. And so I did. And of course it was that wind up that kind of camera. So It was super obvious. And he was like, if you want to take a picture, you could have just asked. And I was really embarrassed by this moment. And I haven't been able to get over it. I cannot watch the producers, and I teach theater. And so Matthew Broderick is everywhere. And every time I see his face, all I can do is go back to that moment and feel oh my God, I'm such a fool. What can I do? And I just wanted to the voice of Simba and the Lion King, and I can't even watch Lion King anymore.
I have such a similar thing. A similar thing, and it's so crazy that I have it. But I'm going to share a story that I haven't shared ever.
Yeah, please.
Okay? I'm just doing it, okay? Before I worked on Gethard, okay, I saw. So first of all, Matthew Broderick. The short is that he's the asshole. You should ask. First of all, he should be thrilled people are asking for his picture because he's not always the most relevant, okay? And you happen to know him, and he's relevant in your world, so great. But there's no reason to be a snark. You couldn't have just asked because it takes a lot of courage to do that, okay? And you were fanning out and you're not thinking straight, and it's like weird to be near famous people. So he needs to just like get a grip and be down and be kind, okay? And he wasn't. What happened to me was a similar thing, and now I realize coming full circle, I got to have like the whole comeuppance about it, and I realized like they don't care. So before I did Gethard, I went out. So sue me, I went to the bar with friends. We're having a good time. It's like 2 a.m. We're having food after. There's like an amazing like food stand outside. You know how it is in the summer and stuff. And then Jason Mantzoukas is there, but I don't know his name. But I know that he's in so many things, okay? And I watched him in this one movie I was in. I only saw him in one movie because I'm not good with movies. But I know, I guess he's in so many things. Now I know how many things he's in. But Jason Mantzoukas was there. He was like just getting food like anybody else. Like everybody's having a good time. And he's being like so kind. Like I'm like, oh my God, you're the guy from that movie. And he's like naming movies. Like guys in the comments, like what's a big movie he's been in? Like I don't
can't think off the top of my head.
Like I'm looking up Jason Mantzoukas. Okay. Of course, Bryson could be helping me with this, but he doesn't help. Okay, so he's in like a ton of movies. He's in fucking Batman. Bryson, give me big movies he's in. Bottom line, he's in a big movie.
The House. People are saying The House, which was an Amy Poehler, Will Ferrell movie.
Yeah, he's in The House. Like he's in a ton of stuff. And whatever. But bottom line, I was just like saying, I'm like, oh my God, you're that actor from this thing. And he was like naming movies he was in. And I'm like, no, that wasn't it. I was like, it was this movie about couples trying to get pregnant. It was like a super endearing, like very intimate, emotional movie. Does anybody know what movie I'm talking about? Because I still don't understand what it was. Jason Mantzoukas was in a movie that was like 3 couples.
What's it called? Like The Egg?
I don't know. I
didn't see that movie, but it looked like that was the description of it.
Okay, I'm looking for movies. Actor. He has 89 credits. Bryson, if you want to help me.
Sleeping with other people.
See, I'm gonna try and Google it.
Jason now it's killing me. The Mantzoukas movies. I want like a full list. Okay, The Long Road, The House, Dictator, Sleeping with. No, I don't know how to be single.
Are you talking They Came Together?
Where's that?
That's Paul Rudd and Amy Poehler.
No. Adult Beginners, maybe? What was it? No. Oh, it was called Conception.
Oh.
Yes.
Conception. Brilliant. Well, that's a great title for couples trying to get pregnant.
Okay. Bryson, can you play us the Conception trailer?
Let me see if I can.
I was naming all these movies. He's naming like huge movies he's in, like movies on the level of like Superbad or I don't know what. And I'm like, no. And he was saying for a long time. Finally, he was like, listen, dude, I don't know. And I felt like such an idiot because I felt like he thought I was lying and making up this movie that he was in. And I guess he was a lead in the movie because there were so many leads that everybody was kind of supporting. But I felt like he thought like I was like trolling him or that like I was an idiot and like I don't know what.
Yeah.
And then I got the Gethard show, and then I worked on the Gethard show for a while, and he was like a fan favorite on the Gethard show. He's good friends with Geth, and he's on the show, and I just could never bring myself, even on an episode when he came, to like tell him that story. But I still, every time I got close to him, thought that I never said hi to him because I thought that he would remember me and hate me. Even though he had no clue and whatever, and it was fine. And I did a show at UCB where he was on right after, and he was great about it. But it was like he made me feel like I was an idiot, but I also was an idiot. And so it was like, well, nobody remembered and nobody really cared. So that's what I'll say. So it's like they don't care. Matthew Broderick wasn't trying to be an asshole. He was snarky because that's the best thing he thought to say, but he shouldn't have said anything. He should have been like,
Yeah.
you got me, or something fun. But he's kind of, maybe not fun anymore. And Jason Mantzoukas never remembered that I didn't know the movie that he was in, and he would be fine about it. You know what I mean? So that's it.
Right, yeah.
This because it was like a blip, and it's not like they don't care because they don't care. It's like he probably just, you know what I mean? He didn't mean to be snarky, but if he was,
Sure.
it just sucks that he was snarky. I just wish he hadn't been. And
Right.
he should have handled that differently, because it's like telling you after the fact, this is how I would have handled it. It's like, no, you wouldn't have. You would have done what I did because you were me. So this is what I thought to do.
Right, because I was 17 years old and I just want to take a picture, and that's what they do, you know?
People, you can't just ask them for a picture. So it's like, shut up.
Yeah.
So everybody, famous people need to calm down, and we're all just people, just forget about it. And that's it.
Thank you. That actually is really helpful, because I feel like every time, don't tell this story because I feel like such an idiot. And every time I do, open up and tell my Matthew Broderick story, it's like people just say, just get over it. And that's not helpful. But
No.
you're right. He doesn't care. I'm the only one that cares. I'm probably the only one that remembers it.
Get over it because of the power dynamic. He's more powerful, you think, than you, and all this stuff. But he's like, he was an asshole. He mishandled it. He'd probably even say, hey, I wish I didn't say that thing. Hopefully he would say that, unless he's still bitter and resentful, because he could be.
Oh my God. Then I'm going to have to find a way to apologize to him so we can bury this 20-year-old hatchet that we've got between us.
Right. But you don't even have to apologize to him. He has to apologize to himself and to you, and that's it. You have to just move on because he owes you an apology in my book. And that's it.
Thank you. You're absolutely right. Matthew Broderick does owe me an apology. Thank you. You're right.
In my opinion, never should have been. Okay, what are these comments, Bryson? Thank you for calling over. Welcome to Planet Scum. We'll see you next week. Jeff Daniels did the same thing to my mom, who's a huge fan, and she got excited and kind of freaked out, snapped the pic. I was steamed at him. Yeah, these things, fucking calm down. By the way, I plan to be extremely famous. Click away at me, okay? Click away. I hope each and every one of you comes to click away. And if I yell at you, you like it because I yell a lot, and it's fine. It's part of my personality. I get away with it. It's not Ellen saying that she never yells, and then she's always yelling. And God knows worse what she's doing with this fake ruse of nice or whatever's happening. I have no fake ruse of nice. Bryson, yes.
Do you want to watch this trailer? Because Mantzoukas is in it for a second.
Okay, well, I remember him in this movie. Should we watch the trailer to see that? By the way, I appreciate any performance, no matter how small, in a movie. Let's hit it, and we'll go to the voicemails, and whatever callers are on the line, stay on the line.
Okay, here you go.
Dylan?
Where do babies come from?
What?
I'll draw it for you.
No, Reggie,
It's here. Here, it's like that.
No. Sorry.
I'm ovulating. We're gonna have sex.
I did it a little while ago with myself in the bathroom.
Bonnie Britton, I love.
Are you 12?
I'm no longer in the mood.
If you stop eating meat, I'll have sex with you.
We can have sex.
I am not having sex with you.
What?
How could something so tiny make me so tired?
What is this?
Like you've never made a sex tape.
I sexted a girl in high school once.
I'm really afraid I'm not going to be very good at this.
Sorry.
I just want to know that you're okay with it being me.
If I have a baby, I'm gonna die. Have you seen my hips?
Okay. Let's do it.
Can I just finish this chapter?
I don't feel sexy.
I think you're sexy.
Yeah, well, that's because you haven't had sex with me yet.
Can I offer you something to drink?
I would love a beer.
Most of my blind dates end disastrously.
Hello, Heineken?
Oh, we still have time.
Alden, yes, it is. Adlon.
Tonight.
Can you change that combo number 1 to a Caesar salad?
Here, hang on.
You might want to use 2 hands.
I know. You think I'm not capable of holding on to it? Oh.
Yes, style. Putting good like
Wow.
If you wake up that baby, I will kill you. You're gonna be amazing. Thank you.
Making babies is hard.
That's the
silliest part. He had a big part. He was in it multiple times. Didn't remember. And so I forgot what it was called, so sue me. I liked him in that movie better than whatever other movies. It is what it is. Okay, Bryson, hit me with the next caller, and then we'll finish the voicemails if we can.
Okay, we've got Jake from LA on the line.
Jake, how are you?
Hey, Robbie, I'm alive. It's a Jake that you know. Should I say that?
Jake who?
Kroger.
Oh, hi. How are you? By the way, you didn't have
Hi.
to you don't want to say, you know what I mean? Jake posts this show
What?
advertising on Comedy Bureau every week. We're thanking Jake in the comments right now.
Oh, thank you. Your show is like legitimately one of the funniest live stream shows, and I watch all of them.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Jake. And by the way, Jake knows what he's talking about, guys. This is not any. He runs a major comedy classified type of network online. Okay, he's watching a lot of comedy. I have personally seen him out many, many times. He knows what he walks the talk. So give him love in the comments. He loves this show because he knows it's a great show. He's objective.
It is. It really is.
Thank you.
It's one. I remember in like the first few weeks of watching live streams, I like this your show when it premiered. I hadn't busted out laughing like that in a while.
Oh my God, that's a huge compliment, Jake. Thank you, Bryson. Hopefully you're recording and making me little clips that I can use for promo.
Please use them.
Compliments like this are keepers.
Yeah, absolutely. So, can I ask for some advice?
Please hit me. I'd love to help.
So I am not doing great. I am going through my first heartbreak ever in this time, which is a nightmare and inside a nightmare. And as somebody who's an extrovert, who went out 7 nights a week and was in comedy and seeks self-care through gathering with people and being in dark enclosed places that are packed. Yeah, I feel like I have very little to hold on to. I mean, I keep busy to get through my days, and I get through them just fine. I actually cook, work out, and like do all my hobbies that I hadn't had time for, but I feel like those are just not enough. I feel like if I may say, I have cried more than I have in my entire life, and then read more lyrics to sad songs than ever in my entire life as well.
Yeah, it's horrendous. It's the worst kind of pain. It feels like it will never get better. The only thing I can say is break. Like, when did it happen, the breakup?
Well, it happened like 2.5 months ago. I mean, I'd be lying if I say there weren't signs, but like as the pandemic persisted, I just wanted to hold on to, everything that I held dear. So, even if there was signs of trouble, I just like, all right, you want more space? Great. That's fine. You want to just be friends? Great. And it's just, I know that it was on the descent, but she also said she would be honest with me. And I felt like she could have brought up some stuff that she didn't bring up until she wrote a very long incendiary message that I think vastly mischaracterized me. And I know that a lot of this is out of context, so feel free to ask any questions.
Yeah, no, I think it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you would love to hear some things that maybe either sooner or different things or things, to have like, you want to make sense of all these things. Like, why, if you knew this, why were you thinking? It takes people a long time to actually act on the things they're thinking, and they think them for a long time, and they wait till it's like the end, unfortunately, rather than like trying to during. So there's that. There's a lot in heartbreak. You're trying to rationalize things that don't necessarily have any rationality. For instance, love is like, sometimes it's irrational how you feel. You know what I mean? Sometimes things don't work, something missing for her, or whatever, and you're trying to find reason, but she did this, but this happened, but this person wrote things. It's like that doesn't do anything, but also being sad about it might help. You know what I mean? Let yourself be sad for a long time. I will say that I've gone through like incredible, crazy heartbreak beyond, where I've like lost 9 pounds, and I'm in no position to lose 9 pounds. But time, this sounds so general and annoying to hear, but truly time heals everything. And I know this to be true even when I'm going through my own rough times. I know to remember time that, for instance, as soon as the breakup happened, 2 weeks later, you're probably better than then. Just in that 2 weeks, okay? Now you're only 2 months and some out. Even in 6 months, you'll be better a bit. And it takes long, and it might take you a long time, and you might be sad, but when you start to feel yourself again, you'll breathe again, and you'll feel good that you feel yourself again. And this just was never going to work out. She would have, whether she did it the right way or whether she did it the way like earlier or later, this would have been, it didn't click. Like, and you just need that to click long term if you want to, I think, be with someone long term. Just know about you a little bit. It's like, I think we're like both, like, you know what I mean? I don't see you as like a player necessarily type. I see you as like passionate and like, not that people aren't, but I know that you want something serious from just knowing you, the bit that I know you. And the thing is that just was not going to work out. So you can try and rationalize things as much as you want, but this happened, I wish you did this or whatever. That just didn't happen. And now you have to just kind of sulk in the time of it. Even though there are limited distractions, I still feel like trying to track like this show, whatever other shows, talking to friends on the phone. But day by day, you will slog through and you will crawl out of it. But it is horrendous heartbreak. I wish I had more positivity to tell you, but I want to be honest, it's horrendous. It's the worst pain. And it's just...
It is.
It's time.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm letting myself be sad and going through it, and the pandemic does make it harder. And I mean, it's just like I'm left with my thoughts all the time, and I'm not trying to beat myself up over that, but it's like, God, if I had the rest of my life to go to, this would be manageable, but I don't.
Yeah, it's really fucked up. And the thing is like, I think the thoughts, if you have to like, I learned this trick and I'm going to share it with you. Sometimes I ruminate on thoughts. It could be whatever, or you're probably having a lot of ruminating thoughts, obviously rethinking this, rethinking what, her and whatever. It's like, let that, this is like an old therapist told me, it's like, let's say you're standing in the middle of a circle, or you're standing in the middle of a block or whatever, and a bus comes by. Okay, and it's the bus is one of these thoughts. You go, okay, I'm not getting on that bus. And you let it go around, okay? And then another bus comes by, and it's a different ruminating thought about her, and you go, no, I see the bus. I'm going to wait for the clear bus. And eventually a bus comes on that you can get on. That isn't that thought.
Right.
And you take that one.
Right.
So it's all small things, all to say that time. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I did my version of that. So it was her birthday this past Tuesday, and I had like a fucking trying to figure out, should I wish her happy birthday? Should I not? I want to. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe she doesn't deserve it. I didn't like. That was spiraling through my head for like a week, and then I made it through the day, not wishing her happy birthday because she doesn't deserve it. Because I wrote like a heartfelt letter out to her like a month ago, and she didn't respond. And like, but I still feel terrible, and I still miss her so much.
Yeah. And you might for a while. It's your first heartbreak too. Heartbreak also, going through a first love, is so incredibly important to date again. I won't date somebody who hasn't been through that. I think there's a depth you learn about yourself through your first heartbreak that is just so essential to hitting that bottom and just like feeling that amount. It just makes everything else so much better after. You'll see that, oh my God, you'll get to a point where you meet another person and you're going to realize, oh, this is how it should be. It shouldn't have been that hard, or it shouldn't have been like this. This is how it should be. You can't think of that now, but that will happen.
Right.
And you with the person, it's not somebody you can imagine. It's not going to be anything like this girl. You're going to think, like, this is the kind of girl, like this is, you might be somebody totally different. You're like, whoa, this is how it should be. It should just work.
Right.
So just
it was like that for a time, and then it changed. Well, because it was long distance, and I think I showed a picture of her to you. I think, like
can't remember.
A while ago.
Oh, maybe a while ago, before COVID. Obviously, before COVID.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was definitely before COVID. I mean, that's the hard thing too. I mean, so I lost my virginity to this girl. And, which, losing your virginity at 32 to someone who like chased you down off of listening to you on a podcast. I mean, it's so magical. And then, it did make sense and it wasn't hard. And then I was going to see her in where she lives, in April. And of course that didn't happen. And, then, the pandemic took hold, and then the uprising came about, and there's just all this distance. And I think, I was willing to stick it out, but I don't, I can't really say what she's thinking, but I think that she ended it in a really, really bad way. And I'm just kind of left haunting myself with thinking about her, because that's, what I'm left with.
Here's the thing, like, you're going to think like you had to have gone through your first heartbreak. Like, she was your first, like, it's so important. I think it's like, you can relate to what every song now makes sense to you, doesn't it? Doesn't every song make sense to you now?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm definitely projecting myself into every
Yes.
song I hear.
Before heartbreak, you can't really do that. You're not even open to the full depth of art without heartbreak. So I'm just telling you that you have such a natural and an important piece of life to go through. And I'm sorry that you're going through it, but also it will enrich you in a way that you know deep down is true, but you can't accept now. Also, in terms of her breaking up with you the wrong way, okay, it's hard to break up. There's no good way to break up. Some are worse, some are better, sure, but it's all nominal difference, and getting hung up on that stuff, it just is what it is. I'm sorry. I'm hoping that this show brings you some amount of solace, and that people know that other people are going through what you're going through. In fact, that's why all the songs are relating to you right now, because everybody's been there. And do not feel ever that there's not something, like, don't do anything drastic. Don't say you don't know why you're holding on. Nobody knows why they're holding on right now. We're just holding on because we know shit's good. It gets good. We've seen it get good. It will get great again. And the next girl you're with might not be for a while, but when it is, it will make sense. Things that should make sense, and they work, and they don't bring you this much pain right now.
Right. No, I know, I agree. And I'm open to meeting someone else, and I think someone could love me as much, and we'd get along, match with so many different things that I thought like, oh, this is crazy how well we hit it off and how well we just match in so many different regards. But it's just the weight, the uncertainty of this time, you know, and I am not going to do online dating. I already hated online dating before the pandemic, and I'm definitely not doing it now.
You're not in a position to do it now. You're going to be sad and alone, and you're going to get comfortable doing that, and that's it. And then you're not going to be so sad. You're still going to be alone, but you're not going to be so sad. And then the world will come back, and everything will be better than ever. Well, you know, hopefully. And that's it. We just have to see it out. There's no alternative. There's nothing drastic. Never do anything drastic. Don't be stupid. You'll regret it. Anybody who's thinking of something serious or self-harm or whatever, you'll regret it. And just don't do anything like that, okay? No matter what, that's a no-go. That is where you draw the line. That's it. Be sad, whatever. No self-harm of any kind. No ever, just, you know, reach out to professionals if that's the case. And it just every month start realizing, oh my God, I'm a little bit better than last month. You might have relapses. You might cry on the floor for 2 days, but then you'll feel better right after you cry. You'll get up, you'll make a sandwich, you'll do what you do, and life will go on.
Yeah.
People get through stuff. We are extremely resilient, and this is how you build resilience. This is how you build resilience. Okay. So I'm sending so much love to you, Jake. Everybody fucking give your love. Jake, he's awesome. He does Comedy Bureau from the love of his heart, and it's extremely helpful resource to the entire community. Thank you for supporting the show, Jake.
Absolutely. It's solid to hear you talk and to chat with you. I mean, I've been seeing you, Robby.
For sure, and I love seeing you out, and I can't wait to see you out and give you a hug when we can again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll be well dressed as always.
I cannot fucking wait. Exactly. Okay. Thank you, Jake. I'm sending love. Truly. Bryson, my God, this show. This show.
And Jake's the best.
He's the best. You know, it hurts me sometimes when people are hurting, but I also know how important hurt is to feel like just life is much too long for what it is, guys. And I'm saying that jokingly, but it is. Life is a lot for what it is. It puts us through a lot for what it is. That's all I'm saying. I'd obviously rather be here than not any day of the week, but it's not by a huge stretch for many people because life is very difficult, you know. And it's like, yeah, I'd rather be here than not 9 out of 10 times, but it's difficult. So, you know, it doesn't make it easy to want to be here. Life, that's for sure. It's not like an easy sell. Okay? Bryson, hit me with a voicemail. I think we only have time for one more voicemail, and I think everybody deserves to see Jossie tonight. Jossie Joe, Jocelyn Joyce, my daughter. We're going to see her at the end of this because I think we all need it. Guys, said it every week. You're seeing the advice I'm giving. Support the show, planetscum.live. I want to see big numbers in this. We're going to do next week, before we do our last voicemail, I think we're going to have a Dykevice auction. I will be the auctioneer. I've always wanted to do that. Going once, going thrice, going whatever. These are a couple of the hidden items I will tease right now. I found my McGill student card. My student card. Okay? Okay? So I have the student card. You see this? Hopefully, I remember my number still, 260-229-134. Wow. Wow. Des Hotels Faculty of Management, Bachelor of Commerce. That is one. The other thing, this is the clock my mother got me when I graduated from McGill. Okay, she was extremely proud. And she said, this is for your office. She always thought every job I had was an office. My mother was a homemaker of 10 children. She never went to work. She thinks Everybody goes to work, has an office. I'm like, I don't have an office. We got a cubicle at best. But she loves to engrave. It says Rifki, which is what she called me. Congratulations, McGill graduate. Love, Mom. Love, Mom. Yes, we will include batteries. It's actually only one AAA battery. It's extremely classy. It's got a pen holder. Congrats, McGill graduate. And it is engraved because my mother loves to laminate and engrave things. Okay, we have a couple other treats. Next week, we will be doing the Dykevice auction to support the show. Okay, my goodness, keep that. MTL, you guys don't know that my mother loves to laminate. She continues to love to laminate. I imagine I will get more plaques and laminations and engravings from her. I will auction this for the betterment of the show. I think it is a good use of my mother's gift for the show. Can we get a certificate of authenticity from your mother? My mother, we will try. She just learned about email. We will see if she can email Dykevice and confirm the authenticity. Okay, so we got a lot of good things. If you guys are game, we will do the Dykevice auction next week. Okay, we'll bid, starting bids at probably 10 cents, 15 cents, not much. So we could charge a lot more. That McGill clock is not nothing. Believe me, it's a classy clock. You all saw it. It's a classy clock. That silver and chrome. Okay, guys. Bryson, hit me with the last voicemail. We'll bring out the cat. Bryson in our tech today said, why didn't you call it? I said, we'll do Catvice because I wanted to see. Should we see Jess's cat? Jess, show him the cat. Because Jess, tell everybody what Bryson was doing during our tech. I saw your cat, and then what did he say, Jess? Jess has a cute cat as well. Jess, where's
Bryson, he's right here laying down. I just wanted to, Bryson said to the both of us in our tech meeting today, he said, Robby, you're doing a Catvice and you're not going to use the word pussy?
Like in your life?
Oh.
Are you expecting a hate crime doing tech here?
Yeah.
Minutes before the show? Throw the word pussy out there to us? Honestly, it's like a me too. I'm going to write Gethard.
Yeah.
I gotta send Gethard an email, like internally. We have to have an HR, Jess, because it's like he's throwing up that word, and it's alarming. I mean, it's like it hits you. Oh my God, Bryson, you're not a comedian. You can't comment on the comedy. This is what I've been saying too. He thinks he's like co-hosting. There's no co-hosting. Everybody knows it's Dot's job if it happens. Okay, let's see Hurley.
All right, I'll be right back with him.
Pussy Vice. It doesn't even, it's not like a good ring to it, Pussy Vice. And he said pussies, he used like the plural of pussies. Disgusting. I mean, where did he grow up? Bryson, while she's getting the cat, let's hit me with the voice. Oh, here she is.
No, we got voicemail for you. You ready?
Let's do it.
Hey, Robby. My name is Eleanor. I'm looking for a new pair of shoes. I'm having a lot of trouble finding a new pair of shoes overall. My go-to before was just like a sleek dock without any laces, I would say, but it's getting old. I'm looking for something for work. But also I'm what? Yeah, but the old ones they're old like the sorting hat from Harry Potter. They're very like melted. And now I'm looking I could wear sneakers, but I'm having trouble figuring out if I'm someone who'd wear sneakers in the office. I don't know.
Them to be coded.
Oh yeah, I want people who are gay to know I'm gay. I want them to know I'm queer. But I also want people who are old to know that I'm cool, but maybe not gay, but there's just something cool about me. Just like in general. And And I don't think I like shoelaces very much.
Flat.
I think I like something flat, but with a heel. You know what I mean? Like something that could give me a couple inches. Just like I would love to look down on someone for once. I don't know is there anything else I should consider about my shoes? I'd love some advice on this. I want to look professional. I want to look hot and gay, but also maybe not gay. If you don't know, I'm gay. I don't want to look like I don't want Vans. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it without being homophobic. And I don't want anything with like a floral print or like a Hawaiian print. I don't want. I said laces. Yeah, I would say that's it.
I mean,
help me, please.
Dykevice or the voicemail show. Okay, well, thank you for calling. By the way, wonderful voicemail. I appreciate the detail. I'm a thoughtful person when it comes to things like picking a new shoe too. I tend to keep it classic. I will say what you kind of suggested in your own voicemail, and your voicemail was kind of like, you know that game Guess Who, where you're like, guess who? You know, does he have glasses? Nope. Okay, what are we left with? I think after your voicemail, we're only left with the Blundstone. I think you got to just get the Blundstone. They have a little bit of a heel to it, but they're flat. You can get the Nubuck, I think it's called. I like the light brown ones. They're very classy. People will definitely know you're gay. They have no laces. They're slip-on. I think you might just have been wanting to know the Blundstone. I really don't know what else to say. Kind of like a Dikey Chelsea boot is what it is. If you're looking, you said no Vans and no floral. I will say if you're doing a sneaker and a classic sneaker, and I think you can always go Converse. Okay, and further than Converse, you don't have to do. You can do. I like the 1970s Chuck Converse. I think they're a little classier. Okay, you can just get the black and white if you want, or you can get All-Star ones suede Converse, which are also classier. But I think if you need for work, I think Blundstone is your best bet. They come in neutral colors. They're hot and they're very dykey. There they are. Okay, Bryson, find me the square toe. This is the one I want her to get. Women's series. Go to women's series. Okay, go up. Oh, I hate when they throw the pink on there. Okay, keep going. Maybe it's not the women's series. Oh yeah, there's the new. Go up. Okay, the right there. Yes, that one. Oh, but see, it's round. But see, I like this. What is it called? Nubuck? These ones are round. They're expensive. I'll tell you they last. I have mine for 5 years. I literally have had mine maybe more than 5 years, and I've worn them through Canadian winters. So I actually don't think they're that much for what they are when things are built so cheaply, and they have great warranty. So it is what it is. It's kind of a save up. And it sounds like from the call, she doesn't change her shoes a lot. She's been doing those docks for a while. So this could be the next move for her. Okay, here we go with Hurley. Oh my God. Oh my God. How long have you had Hurley?
9 years. 10 years? 10 years.
Oh my God. That's Hurley. That's Jess. We were victims of a Bryson hate crime earlier. Hurley was there as well. Did not appreciate. Hurley, jumped off. Was very alarmed being called pussy. It's probably more offensive even to Hurley.
Yeah.
Unless Bryson was calling us. I can't even go there. Jess, thank you for all you do on the show. Guys, next week we will be doing Dyke Auction. Was it Auction? Dyke Auction. Dyke Auction. We have a couple of treats I won't reveal. On the table, of course, is my McGill student ID card, which I found. Without further ado, thank you for joining me tonight. I think we all deserve a little comfort. I think we can all use a little meet and greet with Jocelyn. I'll be right back. Bryson, maybe keep them entertained.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to 24/7 hit up the hotline 702-706. I can't say that. I'm not allowed to.
Okay, Bryson, get rid of it.
Okay.
Let's see now. Jossie? Joe. Here she is. Here she is. Look at Joss. Oh my God. Is she? Look at her. Jossie Joe. Oh, look at that. Who's getting spayed on Saturday? We do have matching eyes. Can you say hello? Hello. Hello. Hello, Dykevice. Hello. Can you say hello? She's saying hello. She's supporting PlanetScum.live, and we will see you next week for our big Dykevice auction. I'm going to be the first therapist to tell you exactly what to do.